Hello, welcome back to Hunter Tuned. In today's video, we're going to be unboxing a 3-inch stainless steel exhaust for under 200 bucks for your 90s Honda Civic. So I picked this exhaust up off of eBay, and I might try to put a screenshot up of the listing so you guys can see. It's a God Snow exhaust, catback exhaust. I actually thought this was such a good deal that I bought 2 kits. So I bought one kit with a gray muffler and the other one is a silver muffler. One listing said it was for a 2-door or a 4-door, and one listing said it was for a 3-door. So I don't know exactly what the difference is between the two, but we're gonna open them up here and we're gonna see what's inside the box. And one of these boxes is definitely a little bit more beat up than the other one, but I don't know if that's a fault of the company God Snow or if it's a fault of FedEx who delivered it. So here's the muffler. The crossover section for under the gas tank. And the mid pipe that goes under the car near the shifter area. First impressions, this piping looks really good. So here it is laid out on the floor so you guys can see this first kit. Now I'm gonna unbox this other one and see if there's any differences between the kits. Because I do feel like some of these eBay, exhaust kits and stuff like that, they kind of just make one kit and then they might label it different to, attract other cars and stuff like that. But some of them might need a little bit of modification in order to fit. I don't know, we'll see. Also, let me know how you guys like the new camera. I just picked up a Sony ZV-E10 vlogging camera to replace my Canon G7X that has really just been screwed up lately. The sensor and stuff's really bad, so I'm really sorry about the footage recently. It's just been really bad, and I've gotten some comments about it, and I know the footage has been really bad, so I bit the bullet and I bought this camera, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. I hope the footage is a lot better, and I hope I can get some awesome just footage overall. And this camera also has like removable lenses and stuff like that, so I can change a lens for like low lighting, etc., etc. So a lot more versatility with this camera compared to my old one. And I've tried using my phone for filming too, and I got a USB stick to go into it. I've changed settings on my phone to like make it more compatible with my PC, but still, I still have issues when I use my phone to film video. The audio, some audio will work, so like the first 2 minutes of the video will be fine, and then randomly it'll have like a 15-second clip where there's no audio. So I said, screw using the iPhone for YouTube videos. I'm gonna just buy this camera, and hopefully it works out, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Because this sucker wasn't that cheap. So I'm gonna get this other one unboxed off a camera, and we'll see if there's any differences between the two. All right guys, so I just got the exhausts all unboxed, and I'm gonna show you the differences between the 2 kits. Surprisingly, there is a difference. I'm gonna show you. So this is the 4-door, 2 to 4-door kit, and I think this is the hatch kit. So the difference mainly being the muffler section. So if you look at the muffler on this one, you can see that this arch right here is pretty short. And if we come over to this one, you can see the arch is probably the same, but it has an extended section right here. And obviously has a silver muffler versus the gray muffler. I feel like I like the look of the gray muffler. What do you guys prefer? As for the rest of it, the mid-pipe section and the section that goes around by the gas tank there is exactly the same. I checked both of these kits, exactly the same. So the only difference between the 2 and 4-door or 3-door hatch kits is the muffler section. So if you have a 4-door or a coupe, I feel like you should get this 2 to 4-door kit. And if you have a hatchback or a Del Sol, get this kit. So I think I'm gonna put this kit on my Honda Del Sol, which is up on the lift behind me. And we're gonna be doing a turbo kit on this very soon. But I think for the time being, I might just put this 3-inch exhaust kit on and see how it sounds all motor. And then I also have a Snapchat guy, a friend of mine on Snapchat, that just sent me a video over of his LS VTEC that's all motor with the same exhaust kit. So maybe I'll get a sound clip of it installed on this Del Sol, and I'll throw in the clip of his car as well.
Ready? Is he ready?
Go ahead.
And then obviously after the fact, we will put the turbo kit on this car, and it will probably completely transform the sound of this exhaust. But for the most part, we're just looking for big piping so we can flow good horsepower. According to ChatGPT, this exhaust piping kit should support up to 400 wheel horsepower easily, up to 500 horsepower with slight back pressure. That's to be expected with this exhaust. I did measure the inside diameter with a caliper, and the inside diameter of this exhaust piping is 2.85 inches. So you can see there's the measurement of the inside of the pipe, and there's the measurement on the outside of the pipe. It does, however, neck down quite a bit at the catalytic converter to about a 2.25 inch exhaust. But that's to be expected if you're running the stock catalytic converter or a test pipe. But I mean, just looking at this exhaust, the bolts that it comes with, super nice hardware. The welds, not too bad. The only times that I've seen an issue with these exhausts is the resonator sometimes will blow out and it'll start rattling on the inside of this pipe after some time. So if you have an issue with your exhaust rattling but everything is tight, suspect that the resonator just kind of blew apart inside of here. And I've also had issues with the mufflers on these as well, where the packing will actually blow out of these mufflers and whatever. So the mufflers can't really take a lot of like pressure inside of them. So if you have a turbo car that's making some decent jam, these mufflers will tend to blow out the packing and blow out just the internals of them. So, I mean, that's easily remedied by picking up a muffler from, you know, any other company that's a little bit more durable. But for the most part, and it's probably not every single one of them, but the kits that I've ran these kits before on previous cars, and that's the issues that I've had with them, is the muffler will blow out eventually, and the resonator sometimes will start breaking apart inside and will cause some rattling in your exhaust. But for the most part, we're just looking for big piping to flow horsepower. And I mean, at the end of the day, pipe is pipe in my opinion, and this stuff fits pretty good. Both of these kits also come with a removable silencer, so if you take out this little Allen bolt on the end of the muffler, there's a silencer inside of here that you can take in or out. If you want the thing to be quiet, kind of stealth mode, you put that silencer in, and if you want the thing to flow good for horsepower, you take it out. And like I said, we're really just trying to make power here. And for example, on my last turbo B16 that we did, the turbo Amazon build on my sedan, the B16 sedan, the EK sedan, that car, I bought the piping kit from Speed Factory, and it was like almost twice the price of this. And it was just a pipe. It was no muffler, no resonator, no hangers, nothing. The hangers came separately, you had to weld them on. Where this one, the hangers are already pre-installed. Comes with a muffler and a resonator, all the hardware, gaskets, etc. Not knocking Speed Factory, that kit actually fit really good, and I really enjoyed that kit, but for a guy on a budget, this China kit from eBay, from God Snow, might work out just fine. And if you're also looking to really fine tune how your exhaust fits into the car, the Speed Factory kit might be better because the hangers come separate, and if you have access to a lift and a welder and stuff like that, it might be better to get that kit because you can really kind of cut it to size and fit it perfectly into your car. We'll see exactly how this kit fits in my Del Sol, and then I'm also going to be putting this same kit in my purple EK sedan, the $800 Marketplace Civic. And unfortunately, guys, I'm sorry, but this kit is already out of stock. I just ordered it like a week or two ago, and it's already out of stock. I kind of hate making these videos, especially when the stuff is out of stock, so you guys can't order it like right away. But just keep your eyes out on eBay. Type in 3-inch Civic exhaust kit, and this seller is called eParts GoGo. There might be some other sellers selling this same exhaust, but they are kind of hard to come by. Sometimes they're available, sometimes they're not, and it just sucks when I can't like put a listing in the description where something's in stock. But you can get these. I've ordered these over the last couple years, and you know, they come and go. Sometimes they're in stock, sometimes they're not. Just like the budget Hunter Tune injectors, we get them in stock, a bunch of people buy them right away, and then I go out of stock for a little while. So just keep your eye on eParts GoGo on eBay, and keep your eye on huntertune.com for all your injector needs and all your other turbo parts that you can help support me and my growing family. Alrighty guys, so I actually just got the exhaust installed onto my Honda Del Sol here. And I did have to do a little bit of modification to get it to fit this Del Sol specifically, because Del Sols are just kind of a weird shape and stuff. They're not quite a hatchback, and they're not quite like a coupe or a four-door. But I did get it installed, and it fits awesome. So starting at the back of the car, you can see that the muffler fits really nice and tight up to the bumper here, and it fits right in the gap where it's supposed to. I didn't have to modify the hangers or anything on this. I just put them right on the stock location, and the muffler fits perfect. This 3-inch over the axle part fits perfect as well. It's not rubbing on anything. It's not touching anything. It is a little bit close to the sway bar over there, but it's not touching, and everything's looking great. I actually did put some black spray paint on a lot of this stuff on my Del Sol. If you guys remember seeing one of the last videos, this was all caked full of rust, and I just put some black spray paint on it to try to, you know, cover it up and slow it down a little bit. But anyways, that hanger fits good. The only section I had to modify was this S section that fits under the gas tank. Everything fit really nice, except it was too long on this section. So I did have to cut, and I re-welded the flange on this section. And I cut about that much off. I can maybe measure it with a tape measure real quick. I cut a little over 6 inches off of it, and now it fits good. It fits pretty much perfect. This is kind of a temporary install on this all-motor B16 because we are going to be turboing this car with this same exhaust, and we're going to have to modify the front section a little bit once we put a downpipe off of the turbocharger. So the rest of the exhaust fits pretty good. It tucks up really nice and tight. If you look like level with the car here, you can see that it barely protrudes under the skid of the car. So it's not like sagging down or hanging low or anything like that. Just make sure you put this mid pipe section on properly with the hangers looking like this. If you run it upside down, it'll still fit, but the exhaust will hang a lot lower. And then moving up here to where the catalytic converter is, that's all bolted on nice, and it's going up to the 1320 header. So like I said, the only thing I had to do was I took a little over 6 inches off of the part that goes under the gas tank, but other than that, it fits perfect. And I'm really curious to see how the 4-door kit fits, or the 2-door, 4-door kit on my purple EK sedan, the $800 Marketplace Civic. So you guys will have to subscribe, like this video, and comment down below if you want to see how it fits on that car. Something that it's actually meant for versus a Del Sol. The listing wasn't saying like, hey, it fits a Del Sol. I just made it fit a Del Sol and showing you guys how it sounds on a stock B16 with a 1320 header. So let's get this thing back down on the ground. I'm gonna start it up for you guys, give it a little rev so you guys can see what it sounds like. And then we're gonna take the silencer out and see what it sounds like with and without this silencer. Like I said, this silencer is removable, and I think it's gonna sound a lot better with it out. Let's get it down on the ground, and I'll fire it up for you guys. All right, guys, let's see how this less than $200 God Snow full 3-inch exhaust sounds with the silencer. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit, and we'll see how it sounds once the idle comes down a little bit. All right, now the car's up to operating temp, and the idle is down to normal warm idle. So now I'm going to take the silencer out, and we're going to see how it sounds without the silencer, or the baffle, whatever you want to call it. There's some smoke coming from the exhaust. It's cold out. I don't know if you can see my breath. All right, guys, so I actually ended up filming a bunch of stuff with my new camera, and it ended up like recording in slow motion. So the last couple of clips that I got, unfortunately, I didn't get. I've had nothing but camera issues lately, but I am filming with my iPhone right now, and you guys have to tell me what you think. Is the iPhone better, or is the new camera that I got better? So I can actually transfer this footage onto my computer like efficiently, instead of having to deal with, you know, all the issues with iPhone to PC. So this is my first time trying that out, and yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the car real quick, and you guys will definitely have to tell me what you think of the footage differences. We're gonna give you a quick rev with the car on the with no silencer in it. I did get a clip in the shop with the silencer in, and it sounded pretty bad. My new microphone, the audio isn't the best. It's like really kind of loud. I have to get a different microphone, I think, but I'm really curious how the iPhone audio is in comparison. So I'm gonna flip the camera around. We'll do a quick sound test of the Del Sol with the baffle out, and then we'll move on. So the audio was definitely questionable with my other camera, and we'll see how it is with this new one. Let me know what you guys think of how this thing sounds with this less than $200 exhaust. I don't know, guys. I think it sounds pretty good with this less than $200 exhaust. It sounds much deeper with the silencer removed. With the silencer in, it definitely sounds a little bit raspy. But yeah. Also, I just got a tripod for my phone with like a selfie stick that you can actually I can actually film farther away from my body with my phone. So this seems like it actually is working really good. And I'm kind of biting myself in the ass for buying a almost $800 camera, but maybe we'll find uses for both of them if this iPhone thing ends up working better for me. I'm really excited to see what footage I can make, and I'm so happy that the footage is going to look so much better. I just hope the audio is going to get better with my other camera. You guys will have to let me know. I'm really curious, but that's going to be it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I am very thankful that this awesome exhaust is so cheap when it's available on eBay, of course. And just reminds me of a Bible verse I want to share with you guys. It's James 1:17, and it's every good and perfect gift is from above. It's from the Lord. If we didn't have this earth that he gave us and all the resources that he's given us, we wouldn't be able to have awesome Honda Civics, Del Sols, CRVs, etc., etc., turbos. It all comes from the earth, and it all comes from God. So all glory to him in everything and anything. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great night and a better tomorrow, guys. We will see you later. God bless.